Welcome to class. Today we have a friend. It is our foam roller. So we're going to do a little foam roller flow. Love it when alliteration comes together. We're going to play with a couple of different shapes. This is going to be just a time to kind of explore. If you do have one of these and you've only used it to roll out your muscles, there's a plethora of exercises that you can explore using your roller. So this is kind of a fun little intro into the endless possibilities that your foam roller can offer you. So you're probably noticing equipment-wise that this is a pretty long foam roller. This is a 36-inch long foam roller. I also have a shorter one. We're gonna be doing exercises that will require the longer roller. So some of these you will be able to do on the shorter one, but don't attempt some of these on the short one. You're just not gonna have the space. You also need the length to be able to lie down on it and to work the technique in the proper way. So with all that, grab your roller and we're gonna lie down on top of it. Alrighty, so I'm gonna be honest, there's not really a graceful way to get onto your foam roller. The best way I could think of is starting at what you've deemed the bottom, get your tailbone on, and then slowly roll yourself down until your head rests on the top of your roller. So you want to make sure your booty and your head are entirely on the length of this thing. We don't want to be hanging off on one side or the other. You're going to feel this in between your shoulder blades. You want to find it nice and center. We usually talk in Pilates about that magnetic imaginary center line, or that string that runs through your center line that runs infinitely in both directions. Well, with the foam roller, you get a physical manifestation of that center line. It's running directly through your body. So you get to physically connect to it instead of thinking about connecting to it. So with this, setting up from toe to head, we want the feet inner hip width distance apart, so finding those bony landmarks of the feet, following that line. We want our feet right there. You're gonna feel your heavy tailbone towards the mat. We work our neutral position here. You're gonna notice the feedback from this thing. So if you have a lot of space in between your mid to lower back and the roller, you're gonna really feel the length and the openness in this space. I want you to close that down a little bit. So you pull the waist down and up under your rib cage, and you feel those bottom tips of the ribs engage towards the roller. So we go from a shape that's more like this, where the abdominals are splayed and not really being activated, to that stacking of the ribs over the hips, that engagement, almost a scoop of the abdominals underneath the ribs. So the lower back is still long. I still have a little bit of lift in my lower back in my neutral position, but we're using our abs and we're a lot more engaged to the mat. Upper back is just nice and wide. You might experience a gentle chest opener here, which is a BOGO deal for working on the roller. So in this position, in our neutral spine position, we're gonna get started. We're gonna start slow, and then we'll increase the complexity and the asymmetries that we'll explore in this series. So starting with just taking the right arm off the mat and up to the ceiling. As you move, you wanna prevent the roller from moving side to side. And then lower back down nice and controlled. Try not to change anything. Now you take the left arm up, just to the ceiling, and lower it back down. 2 more times. And I have really light hands on the mat. I'm holding myself up from my center. Now we'll add on, the right arm comes up to the ceiling and back to frame the ear. Now with this, the shoulder blade is still down my back. It's not shrugging up. I have that nice set of the blades down my back. Nothing has changed on my roller. And then bring the arm all the way back. We change sides. Left arm reaches up, reach it longer, bicep frames the ear, pull your waist in, try not to arch the back, and then lower it back down. Take that 2 more times, reaching the arm long. Enjoy the stretch. Last time. And then bring that left arm just to the ceiling. You're gonna take your other arm off to meet it. Now we have no arms. We take the arms behind us and bring it up. and behind us. Pull the waist in and bring it up. This time, take the arms behind you, take a little circle, arms circle back to the hips, and we lift up and circle. One more time in this direction. Don't forget to breathe. And now we reverse. We go out and around. Feel the shoulder blades plug down the back, feel the waist draw in, and bring it back down. So we're isolating the movement of the upper body, the lower body, and the trunk stabilize. One more time. Lower the arms all the way down. We move on to the legs. Same thing that we did with the arms. Right leg is going to lift up to tabletop. Nothing changes. Now hinging from your hip, lower the long thigh bone back to the mat. And then change. Left leg lifts and lengthen lower down. Now the legs are going to be a bit more challenging because they weigh more and they're further away from us. So we're working that distal load, and we really want to make sure that we stabilize that back. So keep checking in. One more time. This time the right leg lifts up and hold. You're going to stretch the leg long to your high diagonal, single leg stretch, the knees stay aligned, and then pull the leg back in with your center. And reach long, pull the waist in, and bring it back in. One more time like this. Bring it back in, lower down, we change sides. Single leg stretch, we reach away. And don't forget about that mat leg. We still want that inner thigh connection hugging towards our roller. Despite the legs not being zipped together, we're always connecting center. One more time. Bring it back in, lower down. Now we go into dead bug. We take an arm and a leg off, so we're building. So right arm, left leg, come up. Just arm to the ceiling to start, and then we lower back down. And then we speed it up a little as we change. So now a bit of a flow here is going to give us another added challenge. And change. And lower. And change. And lower. This last time, right arm, left leg, hold. Now we add on single leg stretch, except this time the arm comes behind us, and bring it back in. And 2. Stabilize through that center. Now you have a lot more distal action happening. Bring it back in, lower down, let's change sides. And lift up. We lengthen, woo, and bring it back in. And exhale, lengthen. Pull everything back in. One more time. Bring it back in, lower down. We're going to change again, add one final movement here. So we stretch out into our single leg stretch, lift both limbs up to the ceiling, bring them back down, and pull them back in. Let's try the other side. So we take it out, we lift, lower, and bring it back down. One more time each side. So a little dance. Challenging our connection inward. Last time. And reach, and lift, and lower, pull it back in, and down. Take a moment, take the arms out to the side, either in a cactus position or in a T. Get one final chest opener. And then to dismount this thing, gently roll off to one side. Or rock up to sit, and then slowly remove your hips. What I really love about this supine series is that there's so many different variations for you to play with, and whether you're a beginner or a very advanced practitioner, this work is so valuable to your Pilates practice and important in every piece of apparatus that we move into. So if you have one of these at home, even if you just do the first part of this video, that would make me very happy. But if you want to continue playing with this thing, we're going to add on and do some roll-ups with it. So lying down on our mat, we're going to mix it up today. Feet are going to come mat width distance apart with a flexed foot. We're going to hold on to the sides of the roller with both hands. We're doing this because this is going to be a bit of a flowy combo move remix that honestly is just very me. I love to connect things together and kind of dance through them. So bear with me here as we flow. Starting with, as expected, a classical roll-up. Arms come up to the ceiling holding onto your roller, or they can go behind your ears for more of a challenge. Think of this when we did the supine work just before. We don't want to arch in the back. You want to pull the waist in as the arms stretch behind you. As you exhale, the arms come up. You come through your 100 position and roll all the way up to sit. You dive forward, stretch the roller in front of you, and then roll all the way back down. We'll start to add on now. On your next exhale, roll back up to sit. Keep stretching forward. Now think spine stretch. Stack your spine all the way up to tall to your seated position. Arms are going to come to the ceiling. We're going to twist at the ribs to the right and come back through center. And then twist again to the left and come through center. Maybe the arms stay to the ceiling. Maybe you reach them long in front of you. Tease your spine down. Roll all the way back to the mat. We add on. Exhale, we roll up. Dive forward. Spine stretch back up to tall. This time arms come up. We twist to the right and then soa. Reach with the roller, but keep pulling the shoulders down your back. Really work this from the ribs. Come up and center. The roller is going to really show you if you're moving from your ribs or from your arms. Come all the way up, center, roll down towards your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back up. Dive forward. Stack your spine up to tall. Maybe the arms come up right away. You twist and soa. Come up and center and twist and reach. Come up and center. This time you twist. Find a little flat back hinge short box. Come up and center and twist and reach. Come up and center. Roll your spine down. We take that one more time through. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll up. Drop your head. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Slide and dive. You stack the spine up. We twist and reach. Come up and center and twist and reach. Come up and center. Now we twist, flat back hinge. Come up and center, little dance. Twist and hinge. Come up and center. This time stretch the roller forward. If you can bring it to your feet, keep holding on to it and then forward fold over. Stack your spine all the way up to tall. Let's do some extension work. So we're gonna make a little quick change here. You can keep the roller in front of you like so. You're gonna come lie down on your stomach. Legs can be as wide as the mat or a little more narrow, entirely up to you. Just making sure I'm still in frame here. And then we're gonna bring our arms to the roller. I like the center of my forearm so that when I slide it around, I get a little bit more runway for the roller. And then you're gonna lower your head down. Make sure you lower your head down. Don't keep it floating the whole time. We're gonna go for a couple of shoulder shrugs here. Now from here, all you're gonna do is take the shoulders up towards your ears, and that initiates the roller drawing forward. And then the plug of the shoulders down the back moves the roller closer to you. Take that again, roll it forward, and plug it back. 3 more times. So we're just isolating that shoulder so that we have the mobility to set it on the back and hold right technique. Let's do 1 more time. Now from here, keep the shoulders set down the back. Lift your abs, pelvis down, reach long through your legs, lift up into your swan. As the shoulders plug down your back, the roller may come in towards you for you to lift up higher. Now from here, the shoulders stay where they are. They don't get to shrug forward. Lengthen your abdominals long towards the mat and keep your shoulders on your back. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. This all comes from your center. So as I lower, my shoulders don't shrug up, they don't slide off my back. I lengthen from my center. Take that 1 more time. And lift. Long sternum through the shoulders, and then reach lower down. From here, hands return to the sides of your roller. Head, neck, and shoulders stay down. More shoulder mobility. Keep the shoulders set on the back. You're going to lift the arms up. Maybe the roller comes above your head and lower back down. And lift. And lower down. 2 more times. And lower. This last time, lift up and hold. Maybe we go for a little shave. You bend the elbows. Maybe the roller comes behind your head. And stretch it out. And bend. And straighten. 2 more times. Last time. Lower that down. Return the forearms to your roller. And zip your legs together. We're going to go for a little double leg kick here. So from here, legs zip together. Kick your heels towards your booty 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Press the legs down, lift up, find your swan extension. Lower down. Maybe the thighs hover as you kick. 3, 2, 1. Press down, lift up. 2 more times, maybe the thighs lift. Little added spicy challenge. Press down and lift up. Last time. Press down and lift up. Now from here, lower down into a little baby swan, a little cygnet. From here, right arm, left leg. Lift up, slow motion swimming. Lower it down and lift up and lower down and lift and lower. This is one of my least favorite things to do, but it's so good for us. And lift and lower and lift and lower. 1 more time. And lower. Lower down. Release your roller. Press yourself back. Find a quick child's pose. Grand finale of our extension here. We're going to play with a little swan dive. So if you've never heard of swan dive, it's an advanced mat exercise where you look like the bottommost part of a rocking horse. So you basically lift your upper body and lower body to rock along your abdominals to create a very kind of strange looking movement. So we're gonna do a little drill for that with the roller and then maybe play with a little bit of swan dive at a faster pace. So from here, arms are gonna come long in front of you. Legs are gonna zip together. You can also keep them wide for this as well. I'm gonna work a little narrower today. So from here, just like you did for swimming and double leg kicks, we're gonna start by lifting both legs up. Try to get the thighs to hover and find a lot of length out of the legs. As you lower the legs, lift up into your swan. Now as you lower, lift your legs. and then lift your upper body. So you can start to see how that rocking motion begins to happen. Now from here, you can start to add a little momentum and pick up the pace. And then maybe we go a little bigger. And lift, squeeze your booty, lift your back. For 3, 2, 1. Enough of that madness. Press yourself back. Find a child's pose. This time take the roller with you. Keep the arms long and then sit back on your heels. You'll get a little added stretch in your lats. Option to kind of lean to one side. And change. Roll your cylinder in a little closer to you. Take your elbows on. Make a fist with one hand, cup it with the other, and then drop your chest through. A little bit of a tricep stretch. Breathe into your stretch. Your breath lengthens your stretch and deepens it. And then slowly roll all the way up to tall. It's time to do some bridging. So bridging with the roller is kind of a doozy, but it's a great way, especially if you're at home, to make your bridges more challenging in a really insane way. So if this gets too spicy at any point, you can always just take your standard bridge on the mat. So from here, you're gonna lie down. You're gonna recenter after all that crazy rock and roll swan diving. You're gonna bring your arches onto your roller, inner hip width distance apart. So finding those bony landmarks of the hips and finding that line. From here, arms are down by your side. We're gonna start by lifting the hips. So we still do an articulated bridge here. Tuck the tail, slowly peel your spine up into your long diagonal line. Now, similar to when we were supine, this thing moves, so you have to stabilize it. And then lower all the way back down. Take an inhale. Exhale, peel your spine up off the mat like a sticker and roll all the way up and hold. For 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Now you can stick with that base or join me as we add on. You're gonna lift up and hold. From here, you're gonna slide the feet out a little bit and pull them back in. Don't change your hips. 2 more times. Last time, slowly melt your spine back down to the mat. Readjust your feet if need be. Shake it out, take a breath. You should be breathing during the exercise though. And now we're gonna add on again from here. You're gonna lift your hips and hold. Now maybe the arms go to the ceiling. 4 times, take the legs out and pull them in. And roll it out and bring it in. 2 more times. Last time, lower all the way down and then bring your arms down. Shake it out. All right, from here, you're going to drag the heels towards you and roll your roller right up onto your booty. We're gonna lift our tailbone up and bring it onto our roller. So you're kind of in this long diagonal line here. Thinking about the foam roller being under us at the beginning here so we don't get to kind of give out, you want to find that stack, nice engaged position. Your hands are to the sides of your roller. So all of these positions come together here. We're going to play with taking some leg slides here to start. So you're just going to take your right leg long, enjoy that stretch through the front of the body, drag it back in and change sides. Just giving you a moment to adjust to this strange position, because it is a little strange, let's be real. It does feel nice though, especially for hip extension in the front of the body, which is something that we're going to explore more deeply right now. So tailbone is on. You're going to take your right leg into your chest and then bend your other leg in to meet it. Now from here, keep that stability in your center. We go for frogs, just like we do on the reformer. You stretch your legs out to a high diagonal. You can always take them higher for a little bit less load. And then drag your heels in towards you as you bring it back in. And stretch it out. And pull it back in. Let's go 3 more times. And you can play with the length of the legs. Last time, keep the legs out there. Open them out and bring them back in. And open and in. For 3, inner thighs reach. 2. Last time, bring the legs to parallel, bring them up to the ceiling. We go for scissors. Right leg reaches long, maybe the left leg comes a little closer, and change, and change, and change, and change. For 4, and 3, and 2. Last time, both legs come up to the ceiling. Flex your feet. Go for a little shuffle on the ceiling. A little like Peanuts walk. You're gonna take this shuffle into your lower lift, taking the legs down and bringing them up. And shuffle down. Keep pulling your waist back and shuffle up. 3 more times. So a lot of inner thighs, a lot of connecting to that center line. 2 more times. With a little playfulness. Last time. And lift all the way back up. Bend your knees into your chest. I'm going to make a quick roller adjustment for myself for our grand finale leg circles. So from here, the legs stay to the ceiling. You'll work an external rotation for this. You're going to open the legs at least the width of your shoulders. Circle them as low as you can maintain the spinal position, and then bring them back up. And open. And reach circle. And bring it back up. 2 more times like this. Last time, don't forget to breathe. And now reverse. You lower, open circle, and up. Lower, open circle, and up. Think about how in the beginning, how we kind of pulled the legs in with our center. Similar principle here. Beautiful. Bend your knees in, lower them down to the roller. Let's take a little stretch here. You're going to bend your right knee into your chest and stretch your left leg long towards the mat. If this is too intense, take a soft bend of the knee. I'm going to work towards straight today. Now from here, you pull the right knee in towards your chest. Hands come behind the thigh or on top of the shin. And then you work that oppositional pull in your single leg stretch position to get a lot more hip extension through that front of the body. And it feels a little bit different than, say, your traditional lunge where you get a very specific hip flexor stretch. This is going to feel a little different, but hopefully nice. Keep hugging the center line with the legs. We don't want the legs to go to the outside of the body. Lower that right leg down, bend the left leg in. First, stretch that leg long. Make sure that you find a position that you can hold for a period of time, and then you can grab behind the leg and then work your stretch. Breathing easy. And one side might feel very different from the other. That's totally fine, totally normal. Couple more breaths here, really working that length through the front of the leg. Try to stay level on your pelvis. And then lower the leg down, bring your other leg to meet it. You can lift your hips and slowly come out of your position. All right, rock yourself up to seated. We're gonna play with a little planking on this thing to close out. So we're gonna start with the side plank because it's me and I love side planks. We're gonna start side, go center, and then go to the other side. So the way we're gonna set up for this, you're gonna come to your forearm. I'm on my right side, so my right forearm is down on the mat. I'm gonna take my legs long onto my roller, and I have kind of like my, right above my ankle bone on the roller in a crossed position. So my top leg is behind me, my bottom leg is in front of me. From here, let's just practice lifting up into the plank and just seeing how that feels, and then lowering back down. And lift up, and lower. This time you're gonna lift up and hold. Option to keep the hand at your hip, or you can bring it up to the ceiling. We're gonna slide out a little bit and pull it back in. And slide it out and pull it back in. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time, hold here. Little pulses up and down, up and down. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, take a moment, breathe. We're gonna turn to our hands and go for our plank with the legs behind us. So same thing, I have this along my shins. You can take this, we're gonna go forearms today. So you can go parallel with the forearms or make a fist with one hand, cup it with the other. I'm gonna go parallel today with my fingers splayed. You're gonna straighten your legs. Legs come into parallel. Now from here, really press the floor away. We're gonna go for those slides. So you come forward and back and forward. It's like your long stretch on the reformer. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time, find your forearm plank and hold. Serratus push-ups. Squeeze a pencil in between your shoulder blades and then separate them to press up. So just the chest lowers and lifts. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time. Bend your knees down. Take a moment, shake it out. Let's go to the other side. Hello, hello, final side, final time. So top leg behind, bottom leg in front. Forearm is down on the mat. We take a couple of lifts to just feel this out and find the position. So we lift up and lower down and lift and lower. This last time you're gonna lift and hold. Arm can stay there, come up to the ceiling. You go 5 slides. Feeling light away from the floor. Thinking about anything else than what we're doing. 2 more times. Woo, spicy. Last time. Hold here. You lift up and lower the hips. And lift and lower. Don't take the shoulder with you. For 2. Last time. Lower all the way down. Shake it out. Final round of regular planks. Regular planks, they're not side planks. Side planks are definitely not regular. So we'll say regular for these. So on your forearms, legs are long behind you. Shins are along your roller. We're gonna play with a little lift of the leg here. So the right leg's gonna lift up. 4 times we slide forward and back a little bit. 2 more times. Last time, lower down, change sides. 4 here. 3, 2, last time. From here, final round of serratus push-ups. We go 5 and 4, 3, woo, 2. Last time, hold your plank for a beat, then bend your knees in, lower down, shake it out, and that is your series. So we played with a lot of different shapes, a lot of different ways to use this thing, and I hope you enjoyed. That was a lot of fun. If you'd like to see more classes using this thing, let me know in the comments below, and stay awesome. I'll see you in the next class. Bye.